You sly dog, you.
Going on, man.
You know, I was looking at the date. It was July 20th, a little over a month ago. And we was talking about all this stuff. And I got sent this picture today. And I'm like, I couldn't quit grinning. I went to Subway and I dropped my wallet out of my pocket, almost left it in the damn thing. And it's like, wow, that's just amazing. You know, amazing.
Oh, I felt like a little kid all day. Um, I, I, I was telling you heard me telling him I've had a busy day, but half of the day has been keeping up with my phone blowing up. So many people have commented on Messenger and texting and Facebook. It's been a blizzard, but it's good. And I'm not. I don't want to read anything into this. That might be all that ever happens, and that's fine
Yep.
because it was so cathartic for everybody, man. There were industry people there last night. People came down from Nashville since it was Huntsville. I saw a lot of people I hadn't seen in a long time. Some people that are in the industry that I know of, but I don't know. Man, all of them were getting teary eyed. It was really cool. And Randy, there was no bad vibes there. I think it was. I think it was. I think it was on God's time. I really do. And I felt that all day. I felt like he's smiling, and he put all that together for a reason. Whatever that is, I don't know, but I'm good with just everybody being so happy about it.
Man, that's so awesome. That's so awesome. Um, maybe we manifested something. Who knows?
I thought about that. I
Um,
really did. You know, who knows? Good Lord moves in mysterious ways.
Yeah.
yeah, sure does.
And I got it. It's so it felt. I mean, just from a musician standpoint of view, it felt so good to be under those lights again and playing hard. And
They were sold out too.
12, 15,000 people out there, sold out.
Yeah.
Yeah, sold out, and uh, so much love and thanks goes out to all those fans out there that truly made me feel like this is right, and it's they were ready, and it was they gave it back more. I mean, people don't light lighters anymore like they used to, but they all had their phones up with the lights
cell
on.
phones, yeah.
The place was lit up like daylight, man. So I felt welcome, both from the fans and everybody on the staff, the management, and there was no weird like, "What are you doing here?" I got there. Teddy called me. It was spontaneous, and that's probably why it happened because it had been made a big deal and all kinds of preparations made and all that kind of stuff. I probably would have been turned off, like, "Oh man, I'm not like that."
Yeah.
So he just said, "Hey, it'd do my heart good to see you. We're just right in your backyard. Why don't you come over and hang out with us a little bit and bring some sticks just in case."
God dang.
I know, and
God bless Teddy Gentry, man.
for sticking with it.
Yeah.
I told him that because I he came to the house about 2 or 3 months ago, and we sat and had a little lunch and chit chatted, and he told me then he said I'd love for you to come out sometime and just just do it, if you can. He said no pressure, but he said I think it's time. We're all getting older.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't really. I was like, yeah, it wasn't the right time. We sat in the living room there and talked about it a little bit, and I was like, yeah, yeah, maybe, sure. Give me a call sometime. Maybe we'll talk about it. Well, it didn't. It kind of fizzled, and I didn't hear anything more about it. And then yesterday, I was in Montgomery. Leah was doing doing a big convention, a private thing down in
Yeah.
Montgomery for Word Alive Church, where we play with the band down there. We're on regular rotation down there, and we know the pastor at Word Alive has put together. His wife has put together a huge thing called All in Alabama, and all these districts from Alabama are represented in these type churches, and there's each group comes from district. There was probably, oh gosh, 5, 6, 700 people in this banquet room in this hotel, and she did we brought a track, one of her songs that she's recorded, brought the track, and she sang with the track and brought the house down. It was old. An old spiritual song by Charles Johnson and the Revival called uh, 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 oh, here I go, senior moment. Yes, God is real, and she put a blues flavor to it. Moderned it up a little bit, made it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when the black folks start standing in their chairs and waving their hands in the air,
You
there's some
got something
anointing on it.
there.
It's coming on.
Yeah.
So that was fun. That was great, and I was kind of walking on air, watching her
Yeah.
bring the spirit like that, and the phone rang, and I stepped outside, and it was Teddy. Right then. See,
Wow.
and he said, man, he said, we're in your backyard tonight. Can you come up and can you want to come up and play some blah blah blah. I was like, oh, I'll try, Teddy. I didn't think I could make it at the time because we had to finish that thing up, and then she had already promised us out to the grandkids in Oxford. You know how that goes when you promise the kids like that. But we aborted that and just went straight to Huntsville, and I'm glad I did because it has been huge all day long.
Moments need to happen like this in music. But I told you my first song I learned to play on the guitar. All the chords to was My Home's in Alabama.
Mm-hmm.
I'm an Alabama boy, born and raised. So obviously it's very special to me, but it's special to a whole lot of people, special to the world. It's really, like you said, even if this is all that comes of it,
Mm-hmm.
this right here was a huge thing that a lot of people thought would never happen. I didn't.
I was one of them.
Yeah. And I'm so glad you got a chance to revisit with Randy. And I know you had said you hadn't seen him since 2004. My God.
That's first. He walked up to me, stuck out his hand. He said, God, I haven't seen you in 20 something years. And he said, just see, it's, I said, it's been a minute, hadn't it? And he said, yeah, maybe even a couple. He said, I like your goatee. I said, well, I'm finally old enough to grow one. We started laughing, and it was fine all the rest of the night.
He had the do rag and the glasses,
Yeah, man, down the glass.
I was just gonna jump out there and play, and Leah said, "Oh no, you're Mark Herndon tonight. You get your bandana and get them shades on, boy."
Women are smarter than us for a reason.
They sure are. I looked at all the pictures today. I'm glad that she said that because I look like a geek up there.
Everybody's asking too, like, oh, is he back with him and all this stuff now? Of course, and
well, there's nothing planned and nothing was said, and I'm just going to leave it up to that. Leave it up to. It was a great. There you go, boys, from the maker. But if it leads us to that, I'm all for it. Or if it leads it to happiness and healing for the fans out there.
and you
Well,
and
I think
all
I
of
got it. I think I got it last night. I'm satisfied. I think the people are ecstatic, and I think there's a lot of people out there that are hopeful based on a lot of the comments I've seen today. But you know, that is out of my control. Um, and like I said, if all that ever happens was last night, I am good with it. Life's too short. Bygones need to be bygones. So we're all good, I think. And you know, if anything else is out there and it makes people happy, I'm all for that too.
I could be happy for you, man. Uh, you know, I wanted to put this at the end of our podcast and just kind of as an update because it's just a amazing thing that happened in such a short time, just a short few weeks. We were there talking, uh, and you know, like you said, the healing that comes from this for everybody. Hopefully, that's all that matters. None of this other stuff matters. If everybody can heal and just have that moment and just, you know, that's huge. That's everything.
Healing, healing walks hand in hand with forgiveness, and
Yep.
forgiveness is everything. Everything, the power of it. Not only mends fences, but it builds skyscrapers. And
Yes, sir.
it's just that was so evident last night. And at one time, I think that was the farthest thing from anybody's mind. But it just when it's the right time, it just is. It was magic all over again.